I'm Greg Doran. I'm the artistic director of the Royal Shakespeare Company, and I'm also the director of The Boy in the Dress. Mark Ravenhill, when he was a writer-in-residence at Stratford, came to me one day and said, had I read David Walliams' book, The Boy in the Dress, because he thought it would make a great Christmas show. I hadn't, and I knew David Walliams, but I didn't know his books. And I read The Boy in the Dress, which is his first, and I was completely knocked out by what a classic. It's like a fully formed classic, just, arrives, without any announcement. It's somehow just is great storytelling, great narrative beats, great jeopardy, wonderful conclusion, and a fantastic, political theme about difference. And I thought, well, this could be great. Let's take it to the next stage. Let's get a script. Let's think about who might write the music, and let's move on. David Walliams was thrilled. He was a friend of Guy Chambers. Guy thought this was a brilliant idea, and then one day Guy rang me and said, Greg, I've got this friend Robbie Williams, and he loves The Boy in the Dress, and we've been spending some time together, and he would love to for Robbie to write the music with him. What do you think? And I went, let me see. Brilliant. Of course I'm not going to say no to Robbie Williams. And also, good ideas all kind of fire on four cylinders. So it's a great book, terrific adaptation by Mark, and having Guy and Robbie do the music just seemed to be the final piece of the jigsaw, really. It's a great process of collaboration because it's pulling together the different rooms that they're working. So the music department are teaching the songs in one room, maybe. Luckily, we have in Clapham in our rehearsal rooms 3 great rehearsal rooms together. Alita will be working with Carl, her associate, and the ensemble on choreography in the middle room, and then I might be doing some scenes between Dennis and Lisa James, and trying to see how they all pull together. And occasionally there are little not tensions, but there are little moments where what's the priority here, what's the story beat here, what's the jeopardy, and I think that probably is where we just talk to each other and work out what the importance of the narrative beat is there. And then of course Rob Jones, trying to very early on, before you've even started rehearsal, to design it so that it captures the innocence and the freshness of the book and makes you, whether you are 65 or 15, remember the experience of being at school. And I think he's done that fantastically. It's a very simple story, which is about a boy who is living at home with his brother John and his dad. His mother has left, and he's feeling sad, and he's feeling a sense of difference. He lives in this rather grey, ordinary town, and just has a sense that his world should be different, that there's something else out there, and he doesn't know what it is. And he's introduced to that by his mate, Lisa James, who's in the class above him, who introduces him to the world of fashion, and he becomes enthralled by that, so far as actually Lisa gets him to put on one of the dresses she's making. And not only that, to go out and see if he can pass for a girl at Raj's shop, and then the biggest jeopardy of all, whether he can go to school and get away with it. And it's his love of football, in that he's the school team's star striker, that is the catalyst for him being exposed as being a boy in a dress, and that reveals a whole stack of prejudice that comes tumbling down upon him. And the second half basically resolves all that. It's a very joy-filled show. The music's fantastic. The choreography is great. The company are spectacular, especially the young performers who are performing, Dennis and Darvish and Lisa James. And I would also say the surprise is that it's a really moving show too. It's a real tear-jerker, and I wasn't expecting that. It takes you completely unawares.